Hello, and welcome to Foundations for Algebra, Unit 3B, Lesson 7. Today's objective is scholars will dilate figures to create similar figures. Notice we are creating similar figures, not congruent. So first question is, what is dilation? It is simply an enlargement or reduction. Think about if you used a photocopier or a picture and you're trying to enlarge or reduce it. The size of the figure changes. It is in proportion. So if these sides were 1, 1, and 2, or that doesn't actually make a triangle. So let's try. These sides were 4, 3, and 5. These ones might be 8, 6, and 10. Okay? The shape stays the same. Notice it is the exact same triangle. Dilation factor of less than 1 makes it smaller. Dilation factor of more than 1 makes it larger. So this one is getting larger. So I know my dilation factor must be more than 1. This one, the one on the bottom, is getting smaller. Going from the blue to the red triangle. So I have a dilation factor less than 1. So, what is scale factor? It is the factor a figure is dilated by. We call it factor because you can literally use it to multiply your points. Where it's often referred to as K. The big thing to remember is factors greater than 1 get bigger, less than 1 get smaller. Also keep in mind that when we're doing this, all of our angles are going to stay the same. To find the new side length, you can actually just multiply by K. So you can see here in this figure, it starts out right here at these points, which look like about, let's say this is -2, -2. This looks like about a 2, 1, and this looks like a 0, 2. So you take those, you see them over here, and you multiply the points by the scale factor. So here, K equals 2. You'll notice that if I multiply 0, 2 by 2, I get 0, 4. If I multiply 2, -1, I get 4, -2. If I multiply -2, -2, I get -4, -4. You just multiply. That's why it's called a factor. Okay, so let's try a few. Here I have a dilation factor or scale factor of 4. So first I'm going to give my original points. I have V, A, and J. V is at the point 0, 1. A is at the point 1, 0. And J is at the point -1, -1. I'm literally just going to multiply each of my coordinates by 4. Well, anything times 0 is going to be 0, so 0. 1 times 4 is 4. This one becomes 4, 0. This one becomes -4, -4. And I plot those points. So 0, 4 is right here. So this is my image of V. 4, 0 is right here. So this is my image of A. And then J is at -4, -4, which is down here. That's my image of J. So I connect those points to get my new image. You see it is bigger. If I look at my side lengths, they multiply by the same number. All of them multiply by 4. Okay, next one, I have a scale factor of 1/2. So remember that my scale factor, I'm just going to multiply my points by. So I have the points M, F, L, and W. So M is at the point 3, -2. -2. F is at the point 4, -2. L is at the point 1, -5. And W is at the point 5, -5. So each of those are going to multiply by 1/2. Remember, multiplying by 1/2, same thing as dividing by 2. So this will go to 1.5, -1, 2, -1, undo that, sorry, 0.5, -2.5, and this one goes to 2.5, -2.5. So now I'm going to plot these points. 1.5, -1 comes right here. 2, -1 comes right here. So this is M, this is F. Then the point 1.5, -2.5 is about right here. And then 2.5, -2.5 is about right here. So that would be L and W. Again, I connect my points. You see I have the exact same shape. The lines are still parallel. MF is parallel here. It's parallel here. My angles are the same. This angle is the same as this angle, but it's just a smaller shape. Okay, let's try this one with a scale factor. This time I have a scale factor that's 1.5. So even though this is a decimal, it is greater than 1. So this is going to get larger. Again, I'm just going to take my points. I have P, Z, and I. Point P is at -3, 1. Z is at -3, -3. And I is at -1, -3. You can use your calculator if you want to multiply your points. So these points turn into, I've got -4.5, 1.5. I have -4.5, -4.5. And then I have -1.5, -4.5. So again, I just plot those points. -4.5, 1.5 ends up right here. That's P. -4.5, -4.5 comes right down here. That would be Z. And then -1.5, -4.5 comes right down here. And that's my I. Again, I just connect my points. And again, you can see the side here. This side was 2. Now it is 3. Multiply times 1.5. This side was 4. It's now 6. So everything's multiplying by that scale factor. Okay, now let's look at the other way. This time we're being asked, what is the scale factor? Notice we have to know that this is our original, this is our image. We know because it has the prime after it. So I can tell that it is getting smaller. So it must be less than 1. So let's look at K starts out at the point -4, 0. And it goes to the point -2, 0. M, it's easier to tell where it is at -4, -4. And it goes to -2, -2. So I can see that I'm dividing by, it looks like I am dividing by 2. Remember, dividing by 2 same thing as multiplying times 1/2. Okay, so here K equals 1/2. Okay, let's try one more. Here, what is my scale factor? First of all, I'm getting bigger. So I know my scale factor must be greater than 1. Again, I need to know that I'm going from the black triangle to the blue triangle. And I can see that T goes from being at -1, 1 to being at -2, 2. S goes from being at 0, -1 to being at 0, -2. So I see that multiplying by 2. So here my scale factor equals 2. Okay, go ahead and try some on your own, and I will see you in class.